What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and thanks for joining me for what's basically going to be a getting ready with me in 10 minutes or less. How to look cute in 10 minutes. Now, don't get me wrong, you, and I do mean you specifically, right there, look cute all the time. 100% of the time you are looking on point. But how to look cute in 10 minutes has more of a ring to it than, I'm really not going anywhere, but the process and ritual of putting on makeup is something I really enjoy, and it allows me to express my creativity. It gives me some alone time, so how do I do that when I had a Zoom call that started like 5 minutes ago? There just aren't enough characters and YouTube titles to express that sentiment, so how to look cute in 10 minutes with a bonus of doing it with products that are under $10 a piece. Some of them well under $10 because they're all from the drugstore. So let's go ahead and get started. So for the face, I'm going in with a combination of my e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. This is in the shade Light 280N, which actually is still a little bit too deep for me, so I'm combining that with a concealer that I have and love from Milani. It is the Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer in the shade 125 Light Natural, and the two of these together, when I wear one as a foundation and the other as concealer, they don't go well together because the color difference is a little bit too far off, which is why I'm combining the two of them together, because the pigment in the Milani concealer will lighten up that in the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. You can see much better here. Another alternative, if you want an even more glowy complexion, is to combine your foundation with an illuminator, like a Glotion from L'Oreal, or the Charlotte Tilbury, big long name Goddess Film Glow Skin of the Stars, whatever that thing is. It's amazing. It's just this Hollywood Flawless Filter. This thing is beautiful as well, but sticking with drugstore, the Lumi Glotion from L'Oreal is another really good one if you want to lighten things up and go with the glow. But in using this e.l.f. Camo Cream for a few days, I've noticed that it is naturally very glowy all by itself. So I don't want to add any more glow to that, which is why I went with the Milani concealer instead. Now, because it's lightened my foundation up so much, or not so much, but enough to where when I go in with some extra coverage with this concealer, just dabbing it in my under eye area, it's not going to be such a stark contrast like it normally is. And I'm not going to do a ton with my eyes, but because I am going to be putting something there, I just want to put whatever's left on my brush and use that as kind of a primer on my eyes. Now, let's go ahead and do the eyes. I'm going to use a this is the e.l.f. It's a blush and highlighter duo in the shade Pomegranate, and this I'm actually not only going to use for my eyes, but also for my face. For my eyes, I'm just going to take a brush, dip it into the blush, run that basically everywhere, all across the lid, just super lightly. I don't want a ton of pigment on my eyes. And then, same brush, I'm going to go into the highlight shade and use that to illuminate my inner corner, focusing it on my inner corner and then just blending it across the rest of my lid to blend those two shades. I'm also going to put that highlighter right underneath my brows too. Speaking of brows, I'm going to keep it really simple today with a brow gel. This is one I got recently from Revlon. It's the Color Stay Brow Filler Fiber, and I've really been liking it with its precise brush at the end. This, in general, thicker tinted brow gels or pomades that come in a wand format are my go-tos when I don't have a lot of time. I just don't want to spend a lot of time on my brows because they give the perfect balance of volume and of pigment with the tint in them and structure. You can shape your brows, and because so many of these gels hold your brows in place, it helps tame flyaways too. I mean, no time, such a big difference. Okay, now with the brows done, I'm gonna go back to my eyes, finish up the lashes, and you're gonna think I'm crazy, but hear me out. So mascara is like one of the longest makeup processes I do in the morning, and like just exhaustively going over my lashes to make sure that they're as thick as I want, they're separated enough product is built up, it's just like, it's tedious to me. It's the longest part of my makeup routine, and it's annoying. So what I'm going to propose today might be a little surprising, but I promise you it is easier. I am just putting the lightest coat of mascara on my lashes because I'm gonna put falsies on. I said it. You heard that right. But because I'm going to use my absolute favorite way to apply them, it's going to go so fast. So this is the Kiss Lash Liner Glue, and I'm not drawing a wing. It's like a felt tip liner, but because I'm really just doing the thinnest, I'm not trying anything too fancy here. I'm just running the thinnest line along my upper lash line. It's not going to take any time at all. I don't have to worry about getting anything symmetrical across either of my eyes because I'm not going for even a flick, just the tiniest line across the upper lash line. And once those are drawn, you can literally go in with a pair of lashes right away because they're tacky immediately. So I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispies, classic and not too dramatic, I don't think. Just enough to give you that outer edge flick, make your lashes look nice and dense. And I just applied that first layer of mascara to help them blend, my natural lashes blend in with the falsies, because the falsies do look so much like thicker and more lush. Then, I mean, that's it. That's literally it. One eye done. And then the other eye, just like that. Okay, now back to the rest of the face. This is going to finish up very quickly. I'm going back into that same blush duo using a blush brush, and first, starting with the blush, I'm going to apply that to my cheekbones. No bronzer here today, and I'm going to apply this blush pretty liberally. Whenever I don't go for a bronzer and I still want like a sculpted cheek look, this will be what I use to differentiate, you know, the apples and like the highs of my cheeks with the hollows of my contour right here. So I just start on my apples, I'm applying this up and even back into my temples, and because I use that same shade on my eyelids, just connecting those two right there, moving it a little bit over the bridge of the nose, and then doing the same thing on the other side. And then using the same brush, I'm going in to that highlight shade, and I'm just putting that right, you know how I like to put it right here, almost. It's like, is the top of my cheekbone? Is it the outer corner of my eye? I don't really know, but that's where I like to really concentrate my highlight. And then I'll pull it down and blend it out from there. And now last are the lips, and I wanted to kind of complete this monochromatic look by finding something that came close to this dusty rose in the blush that I've been using so far, and I think I really found it. This is one of the L'Oreal lip inks in the shade I Choose, and this is going to give me a little bit of pigment but also a little bit of glow. These are slightly transparent, especially if you're going to do like I am and like apply it kind of messily, and then take your finger and dilute it, kind of pat it away, remove some of it, blend it out. Blur the lines, nothing too precise. You absolutely can do something very precise, but because this is more of a fast look, I find that like a fuzzy, blurry, blown out sort of a lip that still gives you some like pigmentation and balminess to it is just the best. It's the easiest to do. And that is a 10-minute look with false lashes, if we can believe it. And with nothing over $10, which is not bad. Not bad at all. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Is it helpful? Do you guys find yourself doing more and more looks like these where you just love the process of putting on makeup, but you don't have the time? You just feel like you can't justify going full glam, but you want a little something special to make you feel a little special? Let me know down in the comments, and let me know if you want to see more of these minimal 10-minute looks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys. Ooh, still got a pink finger. Bye.